We, Israeli, American, Canadian, Panamanian, Australian, and New Zealander, participants in the March of the Living, have come together to celebrate Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel's Independence Day. Last night and today, during Yom HaZikaron, we remembered those who exposed themselves to mortal danger in the days of struggle prior to the establishment of the State of Israel, and the soldiers of Tzahal, the Israel Defense Force, who fell in the wars of Israel, beginning in 1948, 61 years ago.
This morning, sirens reverberated throughout the country. Traffic came to a halt. All public life stopped as everyone stood for 2 minutes of silence. We began the celebration of Yom HaAtzmaut with the knowledge that our Israeli brothers and sisters have paid a dear price for their independence, a price that we solemnly and respectfully observe today.
They come from the mountains, from the valley, from the desert. They come names, faces, eyes, and stand for the parade.
They come with a masculine step, strong and tanned. They emerge from the shattered plains and from the burnt tanks. They rise from behind the rocks, from across the dunes, from connecting ditches.
Brave as lions, tough as tigers, swift as eagles. And they pass, one by one, between 2 rows of angels, who feed them candy and place flowers around their necks. And I look at them, and all of them are happy.
And they meet one another, black eyes and blue and brown, and they remind one another of names and weapons and places, and pour each other cups of coffee and tea, and they shout out suddenly, calling, "How you doing, man?"
And they meet friends and comrades in the crowd. And the officers slap the private's shoulders, and the privates shake the officers' hands. And they burst into song and clap their hands.
And the meeting lasts a day and a night, and a day and a night, because there has never been a group like this in heaven. And then suddenly, they hear familiar voices crying, and they look homeward at fathers and mothers, at wives, children, brothers, and sisters.
And their faces are silent, and they stand confused. And then someone quickly whispers, "Forgive us, we had to. We won the battles, and now we are resting. These are my brothers, my brothers."
And so they stand, light on their faces, and only God alone passes among them, with eyes filled with tears, kissing their wounds. And God says in a trembling voice to the white angels, "These are my children, these are my children."